Hey everyone, welcome to Lily Godzilla. We're back out on the show can today. It's still warmer than I thought it would be, so I'm not going to do much trout fishing. I'm basically just going to be targeting smallmouth again and try to do good like last time. We are coming out of the tail end of a cool front, but it never really got that cool and it's fairly overcast. I'm feeling good about today. So I'm going to strap on the GoPro, we're going to get out of here, we're going to start trolling again today. Okay, we're gonna try our first trolling pass. This Rapala DT-15, or 16 actually, it says on the lip. Oh, I have one little customization on this lure. I put a little spoon thing on the tail hook. So we'll cast it out, and as per normal, we will let out a whole lot of line before we close that bail. Make sure my drag's set, and let's start trolling. That's my good luck duck again. He's going into the mouth. Oh yeah. As soon as my good luck duck swam by. I don't know it's gonna be out here deep. Come on, baby, stay on there. Don't feel too big, but it is mostly swimming. Now it's starting to fight a little. I don't know if it's going to be a smallmouth or not. It's coming up towards the top. We got the leader knot in. We should see the fish soon. Please, Jesus, let us get this fish in. He's doing some nice head pumps and staying low. I'm really hoping this is going to be a trout. First look of it, it looks like a big smallmouth. All right, baby, stay on there. Stay on there, baby. Woo! There we go. Nice start. Nice start. Nice start. We just hooked up on another decent smallmouth. Well, first one for today. Another decent smallmouth. And in case people are wondering, one of the reasons why I always have the net out here in the show can, these smallmouth are extra aggressive. I know people like, oh, smallmouth are aggressive everywhere. The smallmouth on the show can reservoir are extra aggressive. I believe it's because we have this invasive species of rusty crawfish, and these smallmouth eat those things. They are known for being aggressive for a species of crawfish, and these smallmouth have no problem eating them. Not the biggest guy in the world, but definitely not bad. I'm very happy. This is a good start. We didn't even get onto our main spot. We're staying. We caught this in 50 feet of water, and we're going to mostly be, hopefully, catching fish in about 20 feet of water later on tonight. So Good start for the day. Let's see how it goes. After I caught that last fish, I realized I accidentally said spot and not pattern, and I figured this would be a good time to talk about the pattern that I was planning on fishing. So originally I was hoping to fish with the lure that gets about 18 feet deep in about 20 foot of water, and there's a few occasional humps that will get shallower that the lure would bump into, and I've been catching a lot of bass like that throughout the end of summer, beginning of fall. It's right at the edge of this drop off that goes down 50 feet, and there's usually an active fish at the bottom in 50 feet, and the active fish come up near the top in the 20-foot range, and usually right on that edge is where they're hitting. This fish was caught at the very end of the drop off at the 50-foot range, basically the exact opposite pattern. I was fishing a lure that it's supposed to get down 16 feet, but with the braided line we have on it actually gets down about 22 feet. So we're basically fishing the opposite pattern of what we intended to, and this pattern held true throughout almost the entirety of the day. A lot of times I'll be out here trolling, and for whatever reason there will be a pause in my rowing. This makes the lure slow down just a little bit, and I often get a really nice hit at that moment. Uh-oh. Oh, this guy feels good. Ooh, this one feels really good. I hope to God we can get this in. It's still way out there. It's gonna jump, I think. Come on, baby, stay in the water. I have a problem with my net tangled in a hook, and I want to try to deal with it while the fish is out there. Here we go. Bad Lily. I'm usually really good at keeping the net obstruction free. You should always keep your net obstruction free. I'm lucky I didn't lose this fish already because I had my net tangled up in a hook like a big idiot. Whew. All right, calm down, Lily, and let's see if we get this fish in. It is staying down. It might be a trout. See if we can get a look at him even. It is down deep. I got a feeling this is going to be a trout. Please, Jesus, let this fish come in. Ooh, nice tug. Oh yeah, he's fighting. And now I gotta be careful when I reel the leader in. I do not want that leader going back and forth with the drag fighting with this fish. When I get the leader, I gotta get past it. Looks like a smallmouth. It's just staying down deep though. Just barely getting glimpses of him. Definitely a smallmouth. Oh, and he got off right there. That was a nice smallmouth. Woo! Oh. Just lost our first nice one on camera. I knew it's a matter of time. You catch big smallmouth on big lures, they're gonna throw them off from time to time. That just happens. But I kind of deserved to lose it. I had the net tangled in the hook for a while, and I was goofing off fighting them. So, you know, you make mistakes ahead before the fish even bites, and you lose it because of those mistakes. But smallmouth are acrobats. I hope I got it on the GoPro. It was right next to the boat. It jumped off, did the classic smallmouth head shake, chucked the freaking big lure out, and I don't feel too bad. I caught so many of them this year. It's definitely bigger than the one we caught earlier today. It didn't seem gigantic, but it was at least going to be probably 3 pounds. So let's see if we can get him, something like him, hooked back up. They're definitely biting better than I thought they would earlier than I thought they would, much deeper than I thought they would. So it's 2 nice bites now. One got in, and I couldn't keep 100% hook set ratio on camera. I just, you know, I got lucky last time. I have 100% of these nice smallmouth. get in, so it's a matter of time. Not gonna feel too bad about it. But if I keep harping on it, no one's gonna believe me. All right, let's get back out there and hook some more. As I'm editing this video and looking back on it, I actually kept the line pretty good and tight while I was messing with the net. Still, though, the mistakes you make before the fish even bites are often what cost you it. However, I think it was the mistake I made when the fish bit. When I look back on it, and I do remember this from in the moment, I got a little excited and set the hook too hard. And with braided line, especially when you're trolling, you do not want to set the hook too hard. You'll punch a big hole in the fish's mouth, and it can get the hook out a lot easier and spit the lure out a lot easier. And I'm pretty sure that was actually the biggest mistake I made there. But as you're about to see, we still had a pretty good day. Something about that pause. It's working the other day. It's happening again today. I pause to do something, and then I start to reel again and get hammered. Oh, this boy feels big. Keep the line tight. I just try to keep the pole up high. Whenever I have to do something and I can't reel in, I just try to get the pole up high so I keep the line tight. Feels like a nice fish. Please, please, Jesus, let us get this fish in. Make up for the one we just lost. Oh, this is a trout. No, it's a smallmouth. Ain't even that big, but because of the way he was hooked, he gave us a good fight. Guy. If it was earlier in the year, I'd probably be setting you free, but in the fall, I gotta get my bass. I don't know why you look like a trout coming in. We got another one, little guy, but he's a keeper, and it's fall, so you're gonna go with us today. Lost a huge one. Very happy to have this guy in the first one. Lots of nice fish down there. They're still active, so I think we're going to get some more today. So let's pray and get back out there. All right, we're going to tie ourselves a new leader because that one got ratty with all the fish. Well, the rocks and the fish. I like to make it really long when I'm only trolling and not casting. I don't have to worry about the knot really getting in the way. I love this knot for braided to mono and braided to fluorocarbon. It's really easy and it's strong. This is 12-pound monofilament suffix, and it's 12-pound suffix braid. So it's 12-pound mono to 12-pound braid. And sometimes I'll put the 12-pound fluorocarbon to get out a little deeper. With this setup right here, the lure we have is rated to go 16 feet, but because of the braided line and how much we put behind the boat, this setup right here, we're getting about 18, 19 feet with that lure. Okay, one more. And it should pull tight. Lubricate, always lubricate your knots. Nice and tight, give it a test. I always test my knots. And cut off my tag ends, not too short. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but that's how I tie one of those knots. Put mono, braid to mono, leader knot. Feels like a small little guy with a whole lot of little head bobbing. Oh yeah, he jumped. Didn't look too big. Alright, there he is. Another little guy. This one was on the original balsa wood shad wrap with the little black dot I draw on it. We'll throw him back. And down he goes straight to the bottom. Here we are, we're back on them. No guarantee that they're going to bite, but we're back on them. Oh. Doesn't feel particularly big. Swimming in. Nope, now it's starting to fight a little. Working lots of fish out here, 57 foot of water. Go get this guy in the boat. Did he get off? Nope, there it is. Little guy. Alright, we got another one on the Rapala DT-16. With our current setup, it's getting down about 18 to 20 feet. I've actually hit bottom at around 20 feet, so it's getting down about 20 feet. And another little guy, we're gonna throw him back too. Just having fun hooking up on these ones. Hopefully we'll get a few more bigger ones like the one we had earlier, and or like the one that we lost earlier. But you know, I'm having a lot of fun no matter what happens, so we'll keep at it. We'll see y'all in a bit. Feels good. It's hard to tell when they're really far out there like that. He turned the whole boat around. Swimming in. Feels big even on the swimming. Oh. Please, Jesus. Come on in, baby. Woo! Stay on, baby. Stay on. Woo! Oh, dear Lord, please let me get this guy in. Now this one is good. Hey, we got a big one on the Rapala DT-16. We got set up on braided lines, getting down about 19 feet. Let's get this one unhooked. Still not certain if I'm going to harvest them. This one is right at that size where they're getting kind of big, and I like to throw them back. Let's see if we can get him up there for everyone to see. Yeah, that's a nice guy. But I don't think he's reaching that 5 or 6 pound mark yet, so I think we're going to harvest him. It is fall. If it was summer, he'd almost definitely get thrown back, but yeah. That's what we're targeting. That's similar to the big one we just caught. We're trying to get more of them. Our lure's going about 20 feet deep. That thing is right there. That's what we're going for. They're just cruising around out here like sharks. And you better have that drag set. If you don't have that drag set right and one of those big ones hit this, that pole is going to fly in, or the line snapping or something. But you're getting to your weakest point real fast and it's going to break or go. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Jesus. This is such a beautiful day. Such a good trip. You go, what do you catch? So big a dang fish, it won't fit in the net. I reeled them in on heart and soul. Bigger fish you never seen before. Come on in, baby. Oh God, I hope we can get him in now. Sung him up, baby. Ooh, he's swirling nice. Sung it up with the siren song. Come on, baby. All right. Did it again. We got another one. Not too bad. So, not that big either. Let's get it on camera. It's time. It's been killing them all day long. Rapala DT-16, 12-pound braided, 12-pound mono. Whole bunch of halfway decent bass, not too shabby. We're going to throw this one in the bucket and harvest it. That's going to have us at 4. Our limit's 5. So let's see if we can get one more keeper, and then we're just going to start throwing everything back. So when I go to put this fish in the bucket, and I start looking at all the other ones I already have caught, I get to thinking about how much cleaning I have to do later on. And at this point, I make the decision that everything else I catch, I'm going to set free and release. See if we can get it. Okay. Oh, I got that bass though. Down for it. Oh, he got off. Whew. Yeah, you do lose a lot of them on top waters. Oh, he came back. Gotcha. Come on in, baby. Nice follow-up hit. On that pencil walker. I saw the seagulls come down and splash, and then a fish splash, and I was like, oh baby, I got this pencil walker ready, I better cast it in there. I'm gonna get my other line twisted though, because I got one that we were trolling out there. Woo! Wow, he swallowed the whole pencil walker. Okay, I hope we got it on the GoPro. Seagull came down, splashed, and I saw some fish splashing and a bunch of bait fish splashing, so I cast out that pencil walker I just tied up a little while ago. Cast a perfect cast, wind dropped it just past the fish, a couple little pops, he bites it, I hook him, he jumps, gets off. A couple more little pops, he bites it and misses. couple more little pops, let it pause, another little pop. Signal starts coming like it's gonna bite my lure, then the fish jumps, hook him, reel him, and we got him here. And he engulfed the whole pencil walker. Entirely. So we're gonna see if we can get this guy unhooked and released, but he might have to be our number 5. Alright, it's mostly in the mouth. I think if we can get him unhooked, he might be okay. Let's just get that hook out. Let's get this out of here. Oh, there we go. It took quite a while to get that fish unhooked, so I had to revive it in the water. And I had thought the GoPro was getting a shot over this side of the boat, but apparently I was wrong. I think he's okay. We'll give him a couple more minutes just to catch his breath and see if we can set it free. And I think he's off. Alright. Nice fish. I forgot we had this other pull out, so better get that in. Amazingly, it wasn't tangled in anything. Alright. I think we're going to head back. Here's the 3 big ones of the day. Well, maybe not quite. The 3 biggest ones that we kept now. We did just throw one back that was about the size of this guy. That one that we caught on the pencil walker. This is our big guy though. So we already had a pretty good day. I want to get home and get these all cleaned up, ready to eat for tomorrow. And so we're gonna end this now and head back, although I'm getting a lot of marks on there. It is starting to get dark though, so I don't know. The sonar's going nuts. It might convince me to stay. I hear that like a siren call. It just keeps beeping and beeping, and I keep catching nice fish, and I really want to stay, but it is getting late, and I got a lot of cleaning to do again. I hope you had a lot of fun. I did too. We'll see you again next time fishing with Lily Godzilla. Alright, we got our fish back home. We're going to give a quick measure on these, especially this big one. I'm interested to see what its girth is. And then we're going to cut them up, put them in the salt bath, and cook them up tomorrow. So let's come in close and give these guys a measure. Okay, we're going to start with our big guy. Let's put it this way so everyone else can see it too. Get at the tip of the tail, up to the very tip of the mouth, just shy of 20 inches. Let's check the girth on this bigger one. Just shy of 13-inch girth. Actually, let me see. It might actually be a little fatter right here. Let's go with the fattest point. Yeah, that's about 13-inch girth. That's pretty nice there. Let's get the length on these other ones. This guy is right about 18. Get our big guy back in the bucket too. This guy's just shy of 18. Definitely not shabby. Let's measure our little guy. We set a bunch free too. Alright. And our little guy isn't too bad either. He's about 15 and a half. Just over. Awesome. Okay. Alright, let's get this little one cleaned up. We'll start scaling it. We'll do just like we did in the last video. Start down by the tail and work our way up. Getting tight to all the fins. Ooh, my arms are sore from all the rowing and all the fish I've been reeling in. Alright, let's go bring it over for a quick rinse. Alright, bring it back to the table. Okay. Let's go. Get the other side done. Same thing. Start from the tail. Work our way to the head. I like to keep the knife blade pretty much perpendicular to the body. Seems to work scaling them pretty good for me. Get all the scales up close to the fins. Right down the belly. Okay, we're going to give this guy one more rinse and we're going to come back and cut the head off and get the guts out. Okay, I cut the head off of small ones the same way I do big ones. Start up underneath the armpit right here. We got this big gill that protects the armpit area. And we just slide in underneath that. And we work at a downward angle towards the spine, back towards the front of the head. We only worry about going about halfway through. Flip it over. Same exact thing again. Get behind this big scale right here. Work your way downwards back towards the front. And you barely lose any meat at all. I love these little V-cuts. I learned this from a fishing syllabus one year with the rules and regulations in it. It just had a recommended way to cut heads off, and it's my personal favorite. Alright. And again with the guts, it's exactly the same as a big fish. Put our knife into the butt, work our way through. Now with smaller ones, I do go around the fin, so I guess it's not exactly the same. I do tend to go around the side of the fin. It's just not as easy to cut the smaller fin as it is the big one. I know it's counterintuitive, but it's just kind of how it is. This is a female. Big egg sac here, even though it's fall. And we do our same cut just above the dorsal fin. I mean the just above the anal fin. We do our same cut along the bones. This will later be our butterfly cut. Now we're going to break the air bladder, rip out all the guts. Okay, it's time to give it another quick, I'll give it a nice quick cut here. There we go. Now we'll give it a quick rinse. Get the last of all the viscera out. Okay. Gonna bring them over to the table and finish up. So now we just come in, scrape away what remains of the butt, any extra little viscera that's in there we scrape out. Same thing on the other side, scrape the butt away. Okay, so we got a little bit of extra air bladder on this guy, so we're going to cut some of that out. We're going to be careful not to puncture our rib meat. Okay, got a little bit on the other side. And just follow right along. Okay. There we go. We'll give it one more rinse, and then we'll throw it in the we'll give it one more rinse, and then we're gonna throw it in our giant bowl with a bunch of salt and all the other fish. So we'll see you then. Okay. Thanks to a lot of help from my wonderful wife Scotia, we got all these fish cleaned up. We're gonna throw them in the water and throw our salt in. But I want to point out that our big one, even after the head's been removed and the guts have been taken out, this is still at least 2.5, maybe 3 pounds of meat here. We'll throw him in. We'll get our 18 and 17 inchers in. And our little 15 incher who isn't actually that small. Alright. Then we don't got much salt left, so we might be using it up. And you want just enough to where like it's still absorbing the salt, but not really, and you kind of have it maxed out in the amount of salt the water can handle. Just stir it up, make sure it's actually dissolving it. Okay. One of the main reasons why I like to use the salt, it just draws the blood out. It draws kind of like, fish aren't like as slimy as the myth is, but they are a little slimy, and it helps draw that out, and it just cleans them up and makes them taste a lot fresher, and they're just really good after we let them sit in the salt for a night or so. So we're going to get these covered, put them in the fridge. We're going to cook some of them up tomorrow and freeze some for later on in the year. So we'll see you then. Okay, we're here. It's the next day. We had our fish soaking in salt water, and we're going to do our final cutting on it. So we just want to make sure we're doing a double check. We're making sure there's no scales that we missed. And that all seems pretty good. Actually, I think I found one right there. Okay. Then, flip it open and we look inside. Do a double check for guts and butts. And then I'm going to do my butterfly cut. So we came in on this side of the ribs last time, so we're going to come back up here. Follow along the ribs, right along the spine, until we meet up with our from our slit from the last time, and then we just butterfly it down the tail. Now it's a smaller one like this, I like to get that as wide as possible so it will lay almost completely flat in the frying pan. Okay, so we're going to get our grease warmed up, we're going to get this guy in the batter, and we're going to get him frying. We'll see you in a little bit. Alright, let's pour our oil and get it warmed up. And now I am kind of in between pan frying and deep frying. I like a good bit of oil. This is vegetable oil. Alright, we'll get that warmed up and throw it in the batter. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Alright, we got this fish cleaned up, we got our grease hot, we're going to put it in the batter. This is the same batter we used last week. Now it had raw fish touching it, so I've been keeping it in the fridge. I'll only keep it for about a week or so though, and then I'll toss it. So after today, this batter is going to get tossed. And I will never leave it outside of the fridge and store it because it had raw fish in it. Shake it up really good. Everything coated. Okay. And now our grease is very hot, so we want to be careful. And he's just a little big, the tail's sticking out a touch, but that's going to be okay because he's going to kind of crawl up a little bit in a minute. I'm going to spritz a little bit extra batter on. A few little spots where my fingers touch. Alright, we're ready to flip this little guy. Oh yeah. Now we got our tail curling up. Ooh, that looks good. This one's a little bigger than I thought, so it's the small one that we caught the other day. But it's a bit bigger than I thought. It barely fits in the pan. I probably will give it one more flip after this to let that belly meat get really crispy and good. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Won't be long now. We'll give it one more flip and just let this side get crispier. This looks amazing. Okay, let's give this guy one more flip. He's a little bigger than I thought he was. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah, he was just a little bigger than I thought he was, so we could use another little, just a couple more minutes on that belly, and we're gonna take him out and eat him up, and they're gonna be really good. Give it a check. Maybe a couple minutes. Won't be too long now. Oh yeah. That's looking good. We're going to get this all ready and we're going to pull him in a minute. Plate ready. Just our paper towels I'm going to put on top of the fish. Turned off. Okay, that's basically how I cook these smaller or medium-sized bass. I guess can't really call them small. It wasn't that small, but we're gonna get them plated, get it all up at the table, and we'll see you in a minute. We're gonna eat this. And it's gonna be really good. Alright, we got our fish done, and we're gonna eat some of it now. So, I am going to try to break off my tail like normal. I love the tail. If I could just get it to pop off. Now it's extra crunchy, yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
And I'm just gonna try to get this side to pop off. Make sure I don't lose my good back meat.
Ooh, look at the steam.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be very good. Okay, now Skosh, there is some nice chunk of back meat right here popping off.
Ooh, nice.
From behind this fin. Let me pull that fin out. I'll let you get to that. I'm gonna get a bone thing. I forgot to get us a bone dish.
Ah, good idea.
Alright. There's the bone dish.
Do you want me to take this piece?
Yes.
Okay.
Now this is just a small one.
Pieces.
We are going to cook the big one from the trip up a little bit later tonight with some potatoes and broccoli, and it's going to be really good. This is just the appetizer, and we wanted to film it for everyone to see so we can get a nice catch, clean, cook video in. But it would just be a little bit much for us in our little kitchen to do the broccoli and potatoes and try to film it all.
Yeah.
Alright, take a try, Scotia.
Okay. Just a little of that sauce that we made. Just a little.
Did you put the Cholula in your sauce, or is it just the butter garlic?
This one's just butter garlic, but I'm probably going to do both.
Cool. How is it?
That is delicious, my dear.
Awesome. I'm gonna try my tail. Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That
very
sounds
good.
good.
It's like
Just a
potato
crunch.
chips.
Yeah. Oh my. Look at that. Look at this piece. Let's see if I can heat cliff it. I think I can. Kind of. Whoop. Oh my.
So good.
Look at that meat.
Mmm.
Like look at this. Look at how beautiful that meat is.
This is from the smaller one. She gets a huge chunk of just nice white meat from one of the smaller ones. This was only 15 inches.
I mean, just with no sauce at all, it's delicious.
Thank you.
It is possibly some of the cleanest tasting fish on the planet.
Love the Shokan Reservoir. The fish up there are amazing. It's beautiful up there.
And if you live in New York City, this is where your drinking water comes from.
Yes. Right, let me break off a nice piece of...
Skin's good too.
It looked like it came out crispy and good.
Let me throw just a little of my Cholula in here. This is my favorite hot sauce, and hers is the Louisiana.
Yes, I love my Louisiana sauce. And in our bowls, we have just a little bit of garlic powder, a lot of butter, and just a touch of our sauces. Let me get this back over here. You can use it. Move this out of the way.
Ah, good idea. I'm going to put just a little of this on this piece of fish here.
And we made a lot of extra butter garlic sauce because we're going to cook some more fish up later.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
And in the future, we'll probably do videos where we cook up the potatoes and broccoli and everything with it. It's just, it's way too small in here to have the camera and the lights and get everything going. It's delicious.
Oh my god. Oh, that is good.
I am very happy. Seems like my Scotia's very happy.
I am very, very happy right now.
We're going to finish up the little bit we have here. We're going to get the big one butchered up and fried up, but yous aren't going to be here for that. I'm sorry. So I hope yous enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time, and there's lots of more fish to come, lots of more bonsai videos to come, more RC car videos to come. We're going to have arts and craft videos in the future, more cooking videos, and just, there's going to be a lot. So subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you for watching. Bye!